Does God love me? Nothing can separate you from the love of God, no height, no depth, no time, and no distance. The only thing standing between us and knowing and feeling that love is our beliefs about it. Human love is based on conditions. A person must look a certain way, have a certain amount of right qualities, have a certain status and needs to reciprocate what we put in. Spiritual love or God love is something completely different. A love without conditions. You are loved for your uniqueness, as you are. Not making a distinction between gender, sexuality, age, culture, or any other labels humans have placed on one another. You are loved for the perfection that you are. Your worthiness of God's love will never be based on your choices or your mistakes. After all, earth is a training ground and making mistakes as you learn and grow are essential. Your spirit is a fractal of the divine spirit, a spark of God himself. He is life, and for you to have life he needs to be in you. Why would he hate himself? He loves you because you are him. You are not him in his fullness, but you carry his life force energy within you and therefore have the potential of God himself buried inside of you. If we can strip away the false beliefs and conditionings of man's teachings and submit and surrender to him completely, holding nothing back, we can be like Jesus, who walked as God on the earth. Jesus said that greater works than he did, will we do also. We can only attain that by setting ourselves free from the belief that we are not worthy, free ourselves from the idea that God judges us for who we are. We judge ourselves by the spiritual laws the Creator has put in place for us. Our responsibility as beings of light and as sons and daughters are to live a life worthy of his light within us. Out of gratitude to the one who is life and enables us to experience the physical world but also the spiritual, hereafter, live in such a way that your source is magnified. You are a creator in your own right. And with the light of the Prime Creator in you, you have free will to choose how to use his light. For good or evil by the daily choices you make. Thoughts, words and actions not made in love to him, others and oneself is an insult to the one who gave us his life force energy for us to create and experience the beauty of life. When people misuse their source energy by controlling, manipulating, gossiping, slander, etc., serving their ego self, show them forgiveness. They know not that they are a spark of God within. They know not what they do. And even if they do know and still choose to use God's light for evil, be the light because you do know who you are. Don't doubt his love, don't believe the lies of man, who claim to speak for him, but does not encourage love, tolerance and acceptance of all. Jesus came to show us what the Father was like. He sat with sinners and healed all the sick that came to him. He showed forgiveness and mercy to everyone he encountered and everyone who asked. That is the love of God. Acknowledge him in you and be humble about his greatness within yourself. Use your God-given power to serve others and not the ego self. Respect the life within you and the life within others. You will give an account for the life you lived, but your worthiness is never questioned before God. Now the only thing standing between you and God's love is you. Choose to change the thought. It is a thought and we can choose to change them. Go ahead, change your mind. Discover the world of love with no conditions.